My name is Saul Martinez. I am in the psychological counseling program with a focus on school counseling here at Teachers College. Growing up, my father was a union organizer, and he worked with Cesar Chavez fighting for the rights of farm workers, people that were being exploited. I also feel like even to this day we still have a lot of issues of representation, a lot of issues of oppression, a lot of issues of students not believing themselves, and I feel that I also have a role in terms of helping these communities, helping these students, and recognizing their worth. Prior to coming to New York, I was working for two programs actually. One was a gang prevention youth development program, and also a youth shelter for homeless runaway kids. And both programs focus on working with at-risk youth. A lot of them had already been labeled as deviant or problematic or gang members. So being in a setting where I was able to help the students shift their perception of themselves, focus on the positive, focus on their attributes, focus on the positive things that they were actually contributing, the positive things that make up their identity, the richness of their community, the richness of their heritage, all these things that I feel like a lot of the students didn't recognize as valuable, as worthy. So giving them a spotlight in which they were able to be recognized for what they are, and also taking them to events where they're able to speak in City Hall and in front of city leaders and share their stories, share what they're going through. It was definitely a huge transformation, because they were able to see themselves as community members, aside from people just living in a community. That experience motivated me to come to Teachers College and pursuing a graduate degree at a school like Teachers College, which is one of the top graduate schools of education in this country, definitely set the example to myself and to my students of what is possible. Well, being a counselor for the first time was definitely a very special experience for me, because I think for one, we read a lot about theories, we read about different approaches to counseling and different ways to really get students to open up and to be real with us. So actually sitting with our students and actually getting to know their story and more importantly, getting their trust. Because I feel like as a counselor, it's not so much about digging and figuring out what's going on, as much as it's really just listening. And if you just listen, this program has taught me that, in just listening and having the students know that you are there with them, they're gonna open enough. And they're gonna want to tell you, because they're gonna see that you're vested. They're gonna feel that you're vested, and that's something that I feel really privileged to be a part of. To have their trust and have have them feel comfortable enough to tell me their secrets, their struggles, their successes, things that they're proud about. For me, definitely something that's really gonna stand out for me as a member from this program is definitely around the issue of being a male and masculinity and the gender roles that are definitely placed on us. For one, there's not very males in this profession, and I feel like a lot of the students that we're working with come from single parent households where primarily the man is missing, the man is never in the home, and I think there is definitely a responsibility to help youth, help our males, help our students kind of rediscover what it is to be a male. And I know that personally in this program, I also had issues of questioning myself. And I was raised with my mother and my two sisters, and growing up I had this perception that I needed to be strong, that I needed to be tough, that I needed to be rock, that I needed to have all these traits and qualities of what it is to be a man. And being in this program, this identity was definitely questioned. And I was forced to take down those walls. I was forced to be vulnerable. So I got to the point where I actually cried. And it's something that I did not typically do, but once I did, it was something that was very beautiful. And I feel like with those tears, I essentially became much more of a man than I ever thought I could be. And that's a testament to this program and to the work that that we've definitely been doing in terms of shifting the identity, the view of not only of those we serve, but also of how we view ourselves and what that identity plays in the work that we do with others.